But anyway, so as I was saying, this game has some definite jams to it. But we already had most of the music in this game in the playlist like years ago, so we're running playlist music. But I did rig the playlist with some Kubi music coming up here. So, basic idea of this is, shockingly, it's an auto battler. We can have up to 8 different types of units in our snake at a time. And as with a lot of auto battlers, we're trying to form like sets and stuff. So if we get 2 warrior class units, all warriors then get if I get 3 warrior class units, all warriors get a 25 defense bonus. The Vagrant's actually 2 classes, so it's both Explorer and Psyker. Explorer's special, it just works by itself. It gets attack speed and damage per active set, so if I have the warrior set and the explorer set, it gets plus 30% attack speed and damage, basically. And then we've got sorcerers. They only need 2 rather than 3 like the warrior to get an upgrade there. And so on and so forth. And the units available will become a higher tier over time. We'll get items that often pertain to specific types of units, things like that as we go. Wait, we start with $3 now, not just $2. Okay, and the other important thing is that before we upgrade anything, we can always just resell everything for what we paid for it. So right now, there's no reason not to just buy all of the things, as far as I know, so. I know the activation spot for, like, warrior units was reduced a little bit. Basically, so they'll be closer to stuff before they go off, so they might be more exciting than they were for me in the past. These Psykers shoot like a spinning orb projectile, I think, that is kind of weird and I'm not that excited about, but I'll try it. The Arcanist here shoots a long-range slow orb, I think. But the first, like, round or 2 is pretty trivial. Oh, it has the shoot and an orb, gotcha. So, in combat, we're controlling our little snake here, and then there's going to be waves of enemies that start popping up. We've got the orb and all our other projectiles there going off. Squire is a warrior and enchanter, huh? Oh, they give damage and defense to all allies. Maybe. Which is a sorcerer and voider. Oh yeah, that makes like a small AoE, I think, that bounces around. Archer, just basic ranged attack. So, would actually give us a set. What's that do again? Oh, they repeat attack, so it's like plus 25% to effectiveness on our sorcerers to start there. We could also, no, I mean, we're on New Game +1, so it's not super hard, but text cut off. Oh, yeah, it just is? That's not the capture. It's a fair question, Slug. Just the dev has thus far refused to use multiple lines of text for anything, so apparently that one is currently going off the screen. If we get 3 of the same unit, we will upgrade it into a higher level unit. But yeah, that's good to point out, Slug. Alright, we'll try that, and at that point we might as well get Archer 2. I don't know that I care terribly much about our positioning. Sorcerers are gonna be lower HP. So I guess I'll put the Psyker in the back, because Warriors and Psychers are gonna have the most HP, I think. Correct, Cat. Yeah, so now all of our sorcerers repeat their attack every 4 attacks. Yeah, we can sell our units for the same we paid for them. If you've seen any other auto battlers, Cat, that certainly gives a good baseline, but if not, it's gonna be a bit more confusing for sure. And then we're controlling a snake of all the units we've bought here. The green ones, green enemies there, when they die, they make all the other enemies near them go faster for a little while. You don't know if you have, okay, that's fair. Stuff like teamfight tactics or did an auto chest or whatever. I believe the former, Tiffany, but I am not sure. So, like Teamfight Tactics, we've got a variety of different types of units, and if we get units of the same set, they give us a bonus, and if we save money, we'll get interest, so every $5 will be 1 interest. We can resell anything we buy at the cost we paid for it, and we can get 3 of the same unit to upgrade them into a stronger unit. So that's the important check marks to cover there. So now I'm looking to sell 2 units to get interest, probably. Or I could just buy all of these. Although, like, 2 of them don't actually, like, make me stronger right now. They just give me a chance towards upgrading the other stuff here. Yeah, I assume, like, so this wave is harder than the ones we just did. Like, there's, every couple of waves there's a specifically harder wave, or sometimes there's an elite wave with a big tanky enemy instead or whatever, but, oh, Explorer doesn't count its own set. Okay. Should say per other active set, but sure. Because I have to assume it starts at 10 damage and it's at 11.5 because of 1 bonus. Hey, Ziggy! So, yeah, alright, I'm not that attached to you. And I mean, it's not like we've got a lot of this direction, but I'm at least like leaning in that direction, and I like projectiles a lot more. I mean, basically the reason to not do projectile stuff is because like that was what I was most successful with before, so maybe I should try to mix it up, do warriors and stuff this time, but... Greetings, Nate. So... That's the internal conflict there. If I should do the different thing to be different, or should I just do the thing that I'm like that's better for me and I'm more comfortable with? How's it going, Sabino? Thanks for 57. And you can see our units do take damage. If you look in the bottom left, you can see they're starting to, the little bits of black on their health bars is where we've taken some damage. And we just saw the witch double cast there. And the red X's, of course, are showing where the next group of units is appearing. You can also damage enemies by ramming into them, but that will often rapidly murder your own units. Alright. So, oh, we've got 4 on option now. Enemies have less max HP. That's pretty good and gets better. Creates an area that pulls enemies in for 1 second on sorcerer spell repeats. Constructs to taunt. We don't have any constructs. Chance to silence. That doesn't seem very strong. Alright. We'll take just the, like, generically, like, always quite strong thing. I think Intimidation is strong enough to take this over re-rolling this set. Because this seems like, honestly, one of the best. Like, of the items I can think of, this is, like, top 4. Probably. So I'm just gonna take that. Getting that to negative 30% HP on enemies is pretty powerful. Game wanted me to keep my swords, but I could have upgraded it here. So our shop will also level up. We can pay money to level it up faster. I don't know actually what triggers it leveling up naturally. Is it just spending money, and if you spend it directly on it, it does it twice as fast or something? Perhaps. Alright, I maybe just grab the mage, and I mean I guess I'd grab a swordsman anyway because I can resell it, but take every even level or something. Okay. So things are easy enough. We'd like to retain $10. Alright, let's try to go in on more AoE shenanigans, I suppose. I guess we could sell the archer to buy the swordsman if we wanted. I mean, if we're looking at AoE, that was... Alright, fine. You know what? Fine. Probably should have put the swordsman in front, but this should be a pretty easy wave anyway. I don't actually remember what blue enemies do. Oh, they drop a bomb, right. They used to just explode right away, but now it's a bomb. Hey, Dragonite. Dragonite, I did specifically rig the playlist a little bit to put a couple more Kubi songs up top. So Silencer's another sorcerer that curses nearby enemies, preventing them using special attacks. That just seems like such a weak ability in general. Like, just kill them instead of blocking their, like, mediocre special attacks. We could go in on more green and hang out with a merchant for a while. Who, I don't know if merchant even has an attack. But I mean, it's also only nearby enemies. Like, how close do you have to be to actually proc it. It just seems like so overlappingly situational, like even when it's doing what it's supposed to be doing, it's not quite doing what it's supposed to be doing, sort of thing, you know? I might be wrong, to be clear. Certainly could be very wrong. I guess I'm just grabbing Silent and Merchant. Like, I don't like Silencer's ability, as just discussed, but we'll keep trying to build Sorcerers up. And then, of course, money. Hello? Can you not, though? Okay. That's a bug. I'm guessing that's already known. It doesn't need to be reported, but... Okay, I can still click and drag beyond the thing. I'll put Swordsman in front, Merchant back, because we don't care if Merchant dies, basically. Hey, Brisbane. So those are for set bonuses, Dragonette. I would show here. Let me do a fight and then come back. Hopefully that'll clean the UI here. And then I'll cover that where we... You see, it did, like, and it can target normal enemies with a silence too. Like that. Just zaps the normal enemies. Okay, good. The enemies that don't have abilities can't use their abilities. That is correct, Kat, yeah. Only if everything dies, then we lose. Okay, so set bonuses. Basically, different types of units have classes, one or more classes, and you get a bonus based on completing sets, basically. So because we have 3 sorcerers, we get the bonus for having at least 2 sorcerers, that all my sorcerers repeat their attack every 4 attacks. And like merchant set bonus, if we get a second different type of merchant, we would get 2. Yeah, we'd have 2, so we'd have an 8% chance for enemies to drop gold on death, for the example there. So this is an elite. Regular interest caps at 25, but merchant can keep going however long they want to keep going. We're not selling 3 things against the elite, so assumingly we're buying either both the Arcanist and Merchant, or just the Barbarian, I guess. The blinking dot is showing that it's adding to the set. So we've got 1 in Warrior right now. If we have, if we buy the Barbarian, that would make it 2. We've already got an Arcanist and a Merchant in our party. So getting more of them is only gonna work towards upgrading those units rather than giving me more bonuses for the set. Okay, what does this one do? Max curse targets to allied cursors. Sure. And does anyone know upgrading Merchant just gives it like more health and nothing else? That's so like upgrading Merchant not very exciting, is my understanding. Yeah, bonuses for columns. Sure, we can split our difference a bit and do kind of whatever. I think the most recent update was mostly just like bug fix stuff, so I think Merchant's probably still the same in that regard. Oh, the stun? No, that was the warrior, not the barbarian there, I guess. So the elite here, basically waves of regular enemies will keep spawning in the meantime until we kill the elite. Silence does activate often enough we can kind of keep it permanently silenced, so that's, oh, that was a lot of enemies there. Oh, that was the elite dying. I thought that was one of my units dying. I was like, uh-oh, no, we're fine, everything's fine. Hey, it's like... I mean, the elite was just green, right? So when it died, it would have sped up anything alive nearby. So who cares, right? Unless I'm wrong about that. When we hit walls, they create an area, I guess an AoE explosion, basically. Chance for attacks to poison. That is pretty garbage. Okay. Position 7 will stay alive for 10 seconds after dying. More, so, okay, so these are all bad. It triggers its green every few seconds, gotcha, okay. Gotcha. So this is... like plus about plus 5, plus 10, plus 15% damage. That's not very good, and it's also delayed, which makes it even worse. So I could just grab garbage and sell off the relic as decided. As necessary or whatever. I could grab this, which is okay, but like, it's not even gonna be our last slot, it's gonna be our second to last slot. I could also just look for a better artifact. Let's see, it's Chronomancer. Chance for attacks to spawn a healing orb. Healing orbs heal 20% of your lowest health unit. That's probably like at least decent. I don't know, that's hard to gauge. We have one mage. Eight 8% chance for enemies to drop cash money. Alright, more cash money. Sure, more cash money. So, we've got one slot left, and we can of course sub things in and out as appropriate. Saikito's a big old multi-class here that pulls enemies together. I don't think that actually does any damage on its own, but it does contribute to 3 sets, of which we only have 1 of. I mean, I guess I'm fine just grabbing Priest and Barbarian for now and keeping $30 for the extra merchant money. And not re-rolling for more stuff yet. So, we've still got... If we want to level up our tier 1s, we do want to be rolling for them pretty soon, because tier 1 chance is gonna drop a lot. It's still a ways out before it gets there, to be fair. By pretty soon, I mean in the next, like, 6 rounds or something. If I don't pay to upgrade the shop. But I've got, like, this to put money into if I want to, like, dump money into something. So we'll just go with this for now. Healers actually have a pretty good amount of health. I guess I'll put you up here. Maybe I'd swap Barbarian and Warrior. It's about the same, but this has a stun effect, so... that seems like we want that to be a little bit easier to land. Upgrading items is at least somewhat new. I think it was added like 3 or 4 weeks ago or something. Oh, and Warrior does attack much faster than this Barbarian. Oh, I gotta pick up the money. And there's a very slight basic homing effect on it now, which is good. That didn't used to be there. You have to be like Exactsies for a while. If you saw any of the enemy units spinning around momentarily, that was the stun effect. Yeah, we are fighting enough enemies that is a real amount of extra money from the item there. So we've got more healer. That's the first rouge we've seen. We could upgrade our swordsman. What's the healing bonus? Oh, chance to create extra orbs on, okay. Yeah. Like, that's fine-ish. I don't know my general unit sets well enough to have a good idea what I want to do with all this, but... Oh, right. I thought that was the one we had 2 of. That's the one we only have 1 of, sad. Alright, well, we're greeting at least once more. Do we sell something else to pick up the cleric? Or do we still theoretically want to lean into an AoE sort of build? And as far as snake size goes here, we're currently at 8 max. That's based on the New Game Plus level, the difficulty, the Ascension tier, if you will. So that starts at 7, and then everything becomes harder, but you also have 1 more slot. And I think that's a cool way to go about it, because like that is also a little bit harder that your snake becomes bigger and more unwieldy, but it also means you have more options to make more complicated and interesting synergies of units and stuff. So I think that's kind of neat. Yeah, I mean, we're fine for now. I just don't know where I'm going with this build. Like, I guess based on what we're looking at right now, I can go towards, like, somewhat tanky plus healing, or try to be more squishy AoE focused. And that's kind of the difference of maybe selling a mage to buy the cleric right now. Or I could just really try to lean into AoE. Everybody loves more damage, right? Who needs to heal if everything has been killed? I think the silencer just double cast on a single enemy ability, or single enemy unit that had no ability. Let's see, what did oranges do again? Y'all ain't dropping all my cash money this time. It's rude. Orange is the yeeters. I thought yellow were the yeeters. Yellow's also yeet. Well, we've got a lot of cash money. We got some other very different things. So this plants a bomb. This spawns little critters that go around. Orange yeets itself, huh? Oh, okay, so the orange is to associate with like explosion or critter sort of stuff, I guess. Okay. Alright. I don't think we're like, I'm not sold on either of those. Healer and builder. What's the builder limits? Constrict damage and duration. I could buy dual gunner just because it's good raw DPS. we still got. Oh no, that's a priest, not an archer. Right, we sold the archer. Definitely want to find something else useful here. I just don't really know what that is, but we get an artificer. Spawns an automaton that shoots projectiles. Huh. So that's a sorcerer. Oh, it does benefit from sorcerers because sorcerer is multi-use ability. It's not. Okay, that makes some sense. Right, an outlaw's also a warrior. Sure. Greetings, Peter. I accept full responsibility and praise. The coloring is, yeah, they do correspond, but it's not, yeah, it's not that strict because they only get one color, so like this is colored for rogues even though it's a warrior and a rogue, so it's more roguey because rogues throw knives around, so it fits more in that category. Although I say that an artificer feels like it should be more buildery, like this should be orange, right? Because sorcerer is secondary here, builder should be considered primary. And healer and rangers are both green, yes. There's these blues are different, but the ranger and healer are the same green. These are not decisions I made. I can only try to explain what exists, not why it exists. And merchants, I guess mercenaries, the class technically, are also orange. Yep, and Voider and Cursor are both purple. Like, it's weird, mostly it strikes out as weird because Sorcerer and Mage are both blue, but they're like at least a little bit of a different shade of blue, right? But the other ones are not different shades, they're just the same, so I don't I don't know. Yeah, I'm thinking we'll pick up the Artificer, and I guess Outlaw. I don't know. Outlaw doesn't really fit with what we're trying to do here. It's okay right now. I mean, we could just go in on Zorik and reroll a bit here. Like, get rid of these barbarians or whatever. So I'm either getting rid of the mage or the barbarian, I suppose. I don't like barbarian very much. So Chester would be a second cursor, right? If they curse enemies that explode into knives upon death. I'm not that enthusiastic about the cursors in general, so I don't know about that. Greetings, Dragonheart. Teamfight Tactics plus Snake. Or if you played any other auto battler game like Auto Chess or whatever. That gives you a baseline. Perhaps, but essentially we're trying to get sets of like types of units to get bonuses, and then we're gonna steer a snake around a bunch of spawning enemies and hope to kill them before they kill us. Basically. Sage. Oh, shoots a little gravity well. Sure. I mean, if I'm keeping the mage, I guess. So an upgraded one here is only going to sell for 2. I spent 3. It's not a big loss, but the Highlander is just a big burst of damage. It's not really what we're looking for, though. But, yeah, like, set-wise, for example, right now we have 4 sorcerers, so we get the second tier bonus for this. Every 3 attacks one of my sorcerers make is doubled. Alright, like, so as we said, who needs tankiness or defense? We still are looking at keeping the one priest here. Priest is better than cleric, right? Mostly? Yeah. They are directly comparable. So they're blinking when they would add to a set. So right now I've got 1 healer in my party. So if we pick up this cleric, we would have 2 different types of healers, and therefore we'd get to the first tier of the healer bonus there, which has a chance to spawn extra healing orbs there. What's your level 3 ability? Your first item reroll is always free. Yeah, not good enough. And this is the Enchanter bonus that gives a damage bonus to everybody. Projectiles have chain lightning. I don't really know what we're looking for, but like, we're probably fine to survive for right now. Maybe I just upgrade my item once and mosey forward. We do control the snake, Nate, yeah. I mean, you draw the line wherever you want to draw the line. All our units attack automatically. We don't control any of that, but we do control the movement of the snake. Brings that one guy. Yeah, wanted to look more similar in this font than they do in any font I've ever seen, I think. Alright, we'll upgrade that so enemies now have 20% less HP. We'll keep gold at 50 to get a little extra from the merchant. And we're probably mostly fine. We'll put merchant on back end because we care less if they die. Or maybe even probably put them on front end because we don't have anything there. Healer, we do care if they die, but they're also tankier than this other stuff. This mage is leveled up, so they're tankier too. Maybe do it like that. You get items every, like, 4 fights or something like that. Yeah, I mean, it does have the other auto-battler type mechanics as well, of course. And there's probably, like, some benefit to having my other units somewhere, but all of that seems fine. Alright. And this is actually our first run on the New Game Plus, so I don't know just how much harder it is. And also, the whole game's changed a lot since we last played it anyway, so it's all kind of hard to judge. What are the white... oh, whites drop the turrets, right? Or they turn into turrets or whatever. Yeah, I remember that. Ow! Good God, that turret was a lot of damage. Music's so happy. Yikes. Okay. We're fine. We're fine. Hardening. Big defensive bonus for a little while after an ally dies. AoE size up, not bad. Chance for projectiles to create lightning orbs or Ouroboros counterclockwise. So that's the defensive one. Greetings, Delaron. Really interesting. There you go. You just you get the Ouroboros technique and just kill. How much are our sorcerers doing projectiles? Arcanus does. That should have. This applies to all projectiles, right? So that should apply to the Artificer projectiles too. Doesn't apply to Magician. So we can take Lightning Strike or Magnify or reroll to try to get something more powerful. Oh, this starts at a 5, doesn't it? 5% chance prefer projectiles to create chain lightning, dealing 60% damage to who knows how many targets. Gotcha, that makes sense, Consume. So, don't have a good idea just how weak that is. Awakening. One mage gets plus, is that 125% DPS? Like, that's not too bad. Position 6 takes 10% of its health. What? 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 How else am I supposed to interpret that but strictly bad? What? Like, is there a bonus for getting all of the numbers? And you have to take this garbage one? What? Like, how would this do? Loses 10% health and gains 10% damage. Okay. Still very bad, but at least it makes some sense. Battling burst. Creatures die immediately and explode. So as long as we've got a mage, Awakening is a lot better than Speed 3. Yeah. Like, I guess. If we've got supporters at all, like, I can think of this as about plus 20% DPS, something like that. 17, somewhere around there, depending on how we think about it. Yeah, like, but then I'm like really, well, I'm not that set. I can always sell the item too if I end up segging out of mages. What's the mage bonus? So we can't see that here, right? Okay. And this, by the same logic, would be about 8 to 9% overall DPS increase, but I could target it with whatever my best stuff is, so we could still eke that up a little bit and call it maybe 12 to 15% DPS overall. Still ain't a lot, but it's something. Hey, Corian, thanks for the raid. No, Cat, there's two different blues there. Most of what I have are sorcerers. I've got 2 mages and 4 sorcerers right now. I could keep rolling for other things that I believe still exist, like the thing that increases area size and damage every 5 seconds or whatever. Hey, Great Sage. Thank you for the entire year of support. 52 months in a year.
It's a giant mushroom.
Raid message. How's it going, Eli? We doing more Outer Wilds tonight or something else here? Get to the old back-to-back raids here. Oh, it cut off. Almost cut off part of Elad's name. There we go. Terrible T-Rex, Ice Pick Trotsky. That's a fun name. El Chateau Papa Neat. Paratroopa. SNKRX is pretty cool. Good raid message. Good raid message. Tipsy Converge. Trying to figure out how I want to pronounce that, but welcome. More dying in space. Yep, that was my guess. Whole lot of nothing for 2 hours. Yep. Sounds like Outer Wilds. Thank you for 34 as well, Eli. Greetings, Winterbit. CJ, gotcha. For those just joining and unfamiliar with this game, this is kind of a Snake plus Auto Battler. So if you've played Dota Underlords or Auto Chess or Teamfight Tactics, the basics are along those lines. Greetings, Kalaria. Right now we're choosing an item. I mean, I guess I'll just grab Speed 3. It's fine. It's fine. So put something good in slot 3. So we've got a party that is forming our snake of units here, and we're trying to get units of the same type to get various set bonuses and stuff. So that's what all of this stuff is representing here. So the main thing we're working towards right now is the sorcerer set here. So currently we're at the tier 2 sorcerer bonus. So every third attack sorcerers make, they make a double attack instead. So let's see, there's various other mechanics. Our money's in the top left. We get $1 extra in interest for every $5 we have, up to 25, so there's incentive to hang on to some money that way. We currently have a merchant in our party, so every 10 gold we have, we get an extra $1 from that as well. So we've been greeting a bit there. The other thing, if we get 3 units of the same type like this, they upgrade to a higher tier unit, so they have like twice as much health and damage and stuff like that generally. And then if you get 3 level 2s, they become a level 3 that has triple the stats, but also an additional bonus ability that is often, pretty good. So yeah, we're kind of looking for AoE sort of stuff, more sorcerers stuff. The item we just picked up makes our 3rd unit in our snake stronger, so we'll probably keep the Arcanist there. Yeah, we'll keep the Arcanist in that slot. That seems fine. I think Kinshiro has a good point that kind of these slots in this area are often actually easier to die, so we'll put a little bit of tankier units up in that vicinity, I think. Builders probably tankier for the back end. Sure. It does show unit health in the bottom left, Paratrooper. It's kind of weird, but it shows all your units and it fills the bar up with like black as they take damage. So, I mean, this fight should be easier than the one we just did. Oh, if you mean their stats. Yeah, no, I completely agree. The lack of stats are annoying. The stats are entirely based on their classes, and like certain things you would expect to be tankier are tankier, like warriors. Like the healers are a bit on the tankier side. Like stuff like mages are squishier and they have the lowest health. Forcers are like actually really high health. There's also defense, so you've got both defense and health. If I remember correctly, the Psychers have the most health but don't have much defense, so in practice, like, warriors and healers probably have more actual tankiness. Yeah, we don't have a bench at all, Dragonheart, so no bench in this game. We gotta commit. Your only bench effect is units that you already have. You can start building the next tier of them like this. So we've got, you see 2 merchants here. I'm not really worrying about getting merchant upgraded because that's just going to give it more health, and I think by that point we don't really care. We're just going to sell off the merchant anyway. There you go, Nate. Yo. But, yeah, like, I don't see a lot of reason why the game can't just list, the main reason is that they're afraid to ever have 2 lines of text to explain things clearly. But even then, you can still have classes Ranger, bracket, health 100, comma, defense 20. Like, you still don't have the formulas, but at least it gives you some idea. And, and even at that point, it's still not listing the speed, and speed is weird because it's based on the slowest unit in your whole snake. So most of the time speed, like, doesn't come into play as much. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. Anyway, let's... Yeah, so I could upgrade my merchant if I wanted to. Sure, we're fine with keeping Artificer long term, so we'll plan on doing that. I mean, more tankiness is still useful, it just depends how long I'm keeping the merchant. Is the tankiness worth throwing away $1? Like, it's not... Fine, whatever. It's not like a big decision, let's just take it. $1 is just not that much money right here, so... Oh, that's interesting. A bunch of set bonuses I don't necessarily care about, but it sure is a bunch of them. What do you do, sir? Curses 3 nearby enemies indefinitely with debt, dealing 13 damage per second. Okay, sure. Sure. And they give us 3 set bonuses right now, so we would get, extra money from enemies, extra curse targets, more damage over time. I mean, that's pretty hard to argue with. We have, I mean, our level 2 mage would be a little sad to lose, but we could do it. That would be the, that or a healer. Oh, we've got the wizard, too. We could actually give up on, mage and, just keep the one, like, leveled up mage for a little while. Alright, fine. Like, I don't know that that's actually very good for me, but it's hard to, like, when it's like, hey, this is going to complete 3 sets, like, that just ticks a box in the brain that you're like, well, guess I've got to do that, then. So that drops sentries that shoot projectiles. Oh, we didn't take the projectile bonus thing. Yes, I'm less concerned about that. And, I mean, I don't really know where we want the order for most of these. This fight should be easy, so I'm gonna keep $60 for now. I'm gonna be looking to roll down a little more aggressively. So here's the control the snake portion. We just move left or right. All the attacks are automatically launched still. That's a lot of money. We got time to pick it up, so no rush there. Okay. There's a bomb. Okay. Take damage when enemies hit you, of course. You can even intentionally ram, too, but we certainly don't have the build for that. Oh. Money! My money! Sadness. Bunch of money dropped to the end. I thought we still had another wave. Pyromancer's like super short range, I think. It's not that enthusiastic. Yeah, we don't care about any of that, probably. Greetings, Swicket. Nice, nice. Hope you're enjoying it. So... 3... We do have the one Arcanist. Like, if we want to max level Arcanist and go into Sorcerer Heavy, we will want to reroll heavily, like, next round. So the Chappa will upgrade over time, or you can spend money to upgrade it faster. So our chance of getting the tier 1 units will go down a lot when that levels up. So we do want to like max level our Arcanist is really the only thing we're caring about in that field. And we'd want to do that fairly soon. I think we just greed another set and then go from there. Yeah, your amount of gains on your interest didn't go up, so... The next fight after this will be harder, so we'll be wanting to spend a lot of money, I think. So we barely survived the last hard fight. I'm not positioned to avoid that bomb. Okay. Oh, geez, yeah, that does a lot of damage on those little bomb snipes. So many bombs? Yeah, blue ones drop a bomb when they die. There we go. I do like the change. It used to be that they just exploded right away rather than dropping a bomb. So that's a good tweak. Do we have any more money on the ground? Oh, jeez. There's the orange jerk blasted into me. That's right, Aldris. Perfect. Yep. I mean, if we're keeping Priest long term, we want to buy that. We've got loads of money here, of course. So it's a roguelike run in the fact that if you all die, you restart from the beginning, but if an individual dies, it heals up at the end of the round. I think it may be time to sell the merchant. Although we do, we can, like, now that we've got this bonus, it's like, now we're further incentivized not to, but... I mean, not really for any of this stuff, to be fair. Oh, it looks like the, as mentioned earlier, this damage number does not go up based on the sets, so... We'll buy that for now. I should try to figure out at least some idea what I want. How good is your level 3 ability? Okay, it makes it like... So it's gonna be twice as much damage and then twice as many projectiles. And plus 50% attack speed for the orb on top of that. So that's 6 times as powerful. Yeah, okay. So I think we're just aggressively hunting for Arcanist and trying to figure out what else we want on the meanwhile here. Vulcanist is another sorcerer. Let's see. Yeah, I've done my dues with merchant, I feel, for now. Time to start looking for power rather than green. We're not looking at any of this stuff. Yeah, let's stay the oh, there's our 6th sorcerer. There's probably what, like 7 or 8 sorcerers total. The AoE on this is like really, it's kind of like a warrior strike or something, right? Like this kind of sucks, but it is really strong in terms of buffing all the sorcerers. Yeah. What's Fairy do versus Priest? When it uses its ability, it randomly buffs the attack speed of a unit. I mean, if it hits by a theoretical level 3 unit that doesn't exist yet, it would be quite the thing. But otherwise, just more healing from the priest, so that's fine. We'll just keep that for now. Rotating turret that... Oh, that's Ranger Builder. Okay. I thought that was Healer Builder. I'm like, where's the healing come in here? It doesn't look like healing at all. We got the pair of engineers, but... How much do we care about this? Alright, so that's plus 20%, that's plus 20%. We can still drop the Ursa if we want. And the cursor bonus is just max curse targets plus 1, so shrug there. Engineer is certainly a DPS up here. Well, certainly is a little strong. This is a little hard to value with its dot curse here. Yeah, that might actually be more damage. It's close. Just the fact we've got the pair of engineers, right? It'll probably be pretty easy to get the third as we're rolling down for other stuff. And we know there's items that are specific for projectiles, so like that would work on the constructions here as well. Yeah, like I think both are reasonable, keeping Ursa or swapping here, but I'm gonna go ahead and swap. And of course, Carver is fun if we wanted to pivot away from Pure Sork, but I don't think so. I think we're going to Sork Town. What? Good reroll. What the Juggernaut do again? Oh yeah, pushes enemies away. Yeah, alright. Yep. One away from maxing Arcanist. What does Thief do? Oh, just a high damage chaining knife. Yeah, that's pretty great. And Squire's the damage and defense bonus to all allies. The defense bonus, I think, is basically irrelevant for our build. So, like, this is kind of meh. Like, our units don't have much defense anyway. On the counterpoint is that the damage is highly relevant, but not enough that I think we're gonna try to force it in. I think I'd rather have my sets here. Alright. We are strong now. Hopefully. We should be strong now. So, we've got a level 3 Arcanist that's got its powerful effect, and then it's in the third slot, so it's got 30 or 50% attack speed on top of the other bonuses, so it's spitting some damage. Let's see, you're tier 3, you're tier 4. Yeah, so everything else we want to roll at a higher shop, basically. We're done with our tier 1s. I'm not, like, exactly happy with this being our full late game build or what have you, but, you know, it's probably okay. This is... we could still sub out Priest for something else if we felt the inclination. But having the little bit of healing there is comforting. If we get just like super raw damage, who needs to heal, I suppose, but... do we want to change anything else with our ordering? Theoretically, the last slot is weaker, but I think builders are a little bit tinkier too. Alright. The orb circling us is just damage. We are not going to worry much about it. Alright, so I would say we're pretty strong right now. The elite felt kind of like a normal enemy just fell over and died. Hey, Kurisu. Hey, Lisa's. Ah, okay. Probably Burning Field. Yeah. We'll go grab Burning Field. Creates an AoE that deals 30 DPS for 2 seconds on Sorcerer spell repeat. And we've got max Sorcerer, so Sorcerer spells are repeating all the time. Do we want to speed upgrading the shop to look for more stuff? I mean, it's not like we need to. The next 2 fights are going to be easy. So... I don't really see any money or any reason to spend money on anything right now, so... It is a little sad that the Arcanist is even available, but so it goes. Like, what we probably could have done, like, if we were playing more extreme, we could have tried to keep the elite alive longer farmed its spawns for extra money. Because I don't think that actually, like, caps out or anything. Uh-oh. Oh, the little triangles are the volcano graphic now. Okay, that's new. Oh, we're all healthy. We don't even need to pick up the heals. What do you mean level 1 passive, King? Yeah, nothing else to do here. You invest in intimidation. That comes standard. But I think whatever just happened there qualifies as intimidating. Yeah, go for the money, not the heals. Oh, I've upgraded the left one once. It reduces the max HP of all enemies. That's what that does. What's your level 3? Attack can happen from any distance and repeats once. Oh, yes. That makes it actually good. So that's kind of cool. We are level 3 shop now, so we've got our best chance at tier 2s right now. So that would be Psychic, Witch, Silencer. So we could probably max Witch right now and pick up one of these others to level... Yeah. Confusing me with your similar names. How dare you? No, no, we don't need Arcanus anymore. That's not what we were asking for. Still not looking for those Arcanus. Elementor. Sure. Not really what I wanted. I think that's the first minor we've seen. Picking up a gold releases 4 homing projectiles. Sure. Cheers, Wintervet. Okay. That's not... Wait, Gambler's a sorcerer too. That's interesting. Does 2 times damage to a single random enemy where X is how much gold you have. Ha. That's funny. I am, like, if it double casts, does it hit the same enemy or a different enemy? Because you'd want it to hit a different enemy, but also, I don't think I'm switching into that, but it's amusing. And Warden, that's another sorcerer too. Creates a force field around a random unit that prevents enemies from entering. Interesting. That's more damage, but it's not, or I mean, it's more protection, but what it's not is more damage. Although these silences aren't damage either, game. Alright. Oh, now it is. The silencer now does damage. Nice. Okay. Silencer is on the DPS train now. Good work, Silencer. You've done it. Okay, Artificer. I wanted at least we got 2 things that actually upgraded, so that's good. We haven't seen a single witch for some reason. I was thinking I was just gonna upgrade witch and then upgrade this item here, but I guess I'm not doing it that way. Turns out we're getting psychic and silencer upgraded instead. One more reroll. One more reroll. But one more reroll. Okay. Positioning. So we've still got Arcanist here. Yes. I probably want you in front. Something like that, maybe? One Step for Meeting's a lot of fun. I do really want to revisit that at some point. That just hasn't seemed like a game to play, what with recent RSI issues in my wrists and stuff. But I definitely want to revisit that. That was my #1 game from 2020, I would say. Yeah, that would make sense, okay. That would be the ideal. That'd be what I wanted to do. Oh, what's a Bane? Curses 6 nearby enemies to create small void rifts when they die. Sure. Oh yeah, and that's the ranger builder. Okay. I assume we dunk on this pretty hard, but like we are still very squishy, so like if the warden is just like usable at all, it isn't like a bad idea for a build like this. But like as you can see, our damage output quite high. I was intentionally going to ram that the white enemy unit there because it was going to drop a turret, and I just wanted to kill it before it did there. Nope, couldn't get the money in time. Damage 4. Oh, that's only 30%? Okay. We have no mages. Attacks can spawn healing orbs and kills. Oh, we could grab that, and that would give us plenty of room to get rid of our priest, honestly. Yeah, that would be nice, Eltris. Like, I don't mind the simple aesthetic at all, really, but there are, like, some things that should be clear, because they just look the same. I mean, if we want any of these, it's one of these two. Yeah, I'm considering this. I mean, that's not a lot of healing. 8% isn't that often. This is just not a lot of extra damage in general. So, none of these are good. We can reroll and look for something that enhances projectiles. We can grab something mediocre and sell it, or we can grab something mediocre and be like, yeah, it's slightly more sustain. Yeah, the later waves do get up to, yeah, like 12 or 14 or whatever for a couple rounds. Every 12.5 units we kill, we get 20% heal on 1 unit. Yeah, alright. I suppose. Man, let's keep wrecking some face for a while. But yeah, it'll appear, those healing orbs will appear just as often as the extra gold that we've been seeing. That one's the sneaky gold there, hiding inside my turret. Not getting away from me. Oh, I didn't see the bomb going off. It was making the ticking noise, but did not register. Oh god, it gets frantic when you're trying to keep track of where you are and enemies are and try to go towards gold and stuff. So I can still, like, while we're crushing face here, I can easily have some snake steering problems and steer right into my own demise. Like, that is very much something that can still happen here. It probably won't happen until wave, like, 23 or 24, if it's going to happen, but... Oh, there's a bomb. Okay. I managed to swerve to take the brunt of that shot on my tankiest unit, so that was helpful. Didn't see those ones go off, but we're leveled up now, so the bombs aren't really doing as a scary amount of damage right now. And here we're just kind of hanging out in the middle of the enemy swarm because there's gold here, and the wave's almost over, so... Give me the money, give me the money! Turrets can kill enemies before they can collect money sometimes. We got the money there, though. Greetings, Neo Micken. Yeah, yes it is. Steering is the most dangerous enemy. Yeah, no, like, your decisions in, like, buying and stuff matter, but, what really matters is your ability to steer. Okay, there's a witch. Oh yeah, Psychic's already full maxed. Any of these other playful things? I mean, there's this, right? Like, that's Squire, but in fact, just DPS instead of pretending the defense matters. That would be a fun one to replace Priest with. I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm fine with the healing from the Priest. But that's a fun thought. And that gets double cast a lot too. I mean, there's some, like, argument that I want Warden just to kind of try it out, you know, and see how I feel about it. So, has the game overall just been made a lot easier in recent patches then? Is that the case? You still got 75 cash money dollars here, like... which is level 3 is... I didn't actually look at it, I was just like, I want level 3. The AoE that's bouncing around also releases projectiles that deal good damage and chain. Yeah, alright, great. We still want Arcadist in here, I think. I think so. I mean, I think this is even more visual clutter if we want Witch to triple. That's more damage. I don't know what's actually stronger. This is supposed to be stronger, probably, but... Although it's complicated, right? Like, it's a higher tier unit, but, or higher level unit, but, no, I guess it is tier. Tier is the word I want to use. But it also has 2 classes, and, like, that inherently has value, so... Make as much clutter as possible. Okay, at least for one fight. We did have 2 units die there. Deceleration. He's taking dot damage. I've reduced movement speed. Constructs repeat their attacks. AoE size. I mean, we got loads of money, right? Look for projectile damage stuff. Like, both of these send this to do something, but... I mean, arguably we should take this because our damage is high, we want more defensive things, but counterpoint, we could find more damage. Homing barrage on enemy kill. We don't actually have that much AoE, right? We were trying to go for it earlier, but we kind of segued out of it. Yeah, it's like we've got Witch and Psychic. Oh, and Vulcanist. There's a decent amount of AoE here. Okay. That's probably like the... I don't know, fights are so quick that what I'm thinking of isn't even that great either, so... This might actually be the second best thing in the shop for me right now, so... Sure, we'll take it. Alright, do we upgrade the shop? We might as well do another fight first, probably, huh? So like now the thought is, do we keep Witch in 3rd slot since it's also got this going for it? Like, I guess probably. If we get Vulcanist fully upgraded, we probably put it there. I wonder if these count as AoE for Amplify. They should, but that doesn't mean they do. Interactions in this game are a bit random if they do what you want them to do. Creates an area that deals DPS, but AoE does DPS too, like... They use the word area. Like the types of things, you've got critter, projectile, area, knife. And area bonuses should apply to all area things. That doesn't mean they do. Someone could check if they wanted to. The game is open source, but... not the easiest code to calculate out necessarily. Yeah, exactly. It creates an area. It's not, it's like we don't get like damage numbers on screen, and it's also very fast and frantic, so like I think even like analyzing a video clip, it would be very hard to tell if it's combining the effect. It would just be easier to look in the code. But anyway. So much purple on the screen. I'm not even like doing anything self-preservation. I'm just going directly towards money if I can see it in time. So there's our chance if we wanted to switch priest for fairy, huh? What's your max level? It's 3 units at random and grants them a buff that prevents death once. That is hard to judge. Hey, no hope. It has indeed. It's 2 healing orbs, advanced 2 units. Right, so it's just double effect. Oh, does that mean leveling it up the first time doesn't actually do anything, though? Because there's not damage numbers, it just gives it more health. Hmm. I'm gonna upgrade that twice. I think it'll auto-upgrade at the next step. I don't know if there's any way to tell, but... the idea is that whatever the shop will offer first on the next roll will be there. Ha, Eldris, yeah. They are both on the playlist. Wait, I thought I saw a gold. Oh, the gold got bounced over here. Okay. I thought we had like 2 more waves. We just killed it so fast. Yeah, I mean, fine. We can stick with our priest friend. I think that's actually the first assassin we've seen. Yeah, that's the one that has the damage per second. Me. I mean, the other option would be Gambler. We've got so much money, but I kind of prefer the ability to just re-roll down. So, hey, Freya. Let's see. So it's possible we want to go ahead and upgrade it again. I don't know. It's really expensive to upgrade again. Costs 30 to upgrade again. Yeah, no, it's better to reroll. It's a lot of fun, Freya, yeah. We'll be playing some more of that later tonight. I'm aware, no. But Gambler is based on how much money you have, total, for its damage output. Okay. Go into Priest Town. Can we see one Vulcanist? No, they're tier 4, but well, I guess there's not that many things to hit right now. We've hit most things, yeah. So I mean, oh yeah, I meant to stop slightly earlier. It's not like we need this, but we also don't need the money, so I'm gonna get it. We can lose $1. Alright, where do we think the most protected slot is? It's kind of hard to say. Maybe like here? And with that upgraded, like, which should be best here, right? I don't know, the orb launching projectiles are just really strong in general. Like, I think Arcanist is actually better in the 3 slot, even with the AoE buff we've got. But it's hard to say. I've been trying to, like, watch a little bit to judge what seems to be doing more damage, but, you know, not particularly easy to follow, while also trying to move and pay attention to gold and dodge stuff, and yeah. Yeah, post-wave unit stats is, like, the thing... Like, I probably want that from this game even more than just basic information like health shown in-game. That just seems so appropriate for this game. And it doesn't seem like it would be... Like, it's work to implement, but it shouldn't be too bad. Like, it's a couple afternoons, and you can knock that out, I think. I don't know, those death pools are really good too, though. Alright, well, we'll leave it as is, because that's theoretically... given how the game should work, that should be better, but that doesn't mean it is. But also, it should be fine in either way, so... I would probably just delete this one little crappy orb if we have, just to reduce visual clutter if I could. Not because the orb is actually that distracting, it's just because, like, it doesn't do anything. It theoretically can do damage that we maybe could care about, but in practice it never will, so... Okay. And we ended that with full health. Okay, so elites are scarier than regular hard waves, I think. Nice, Scary. Good, good check-in on that. So Burning Field does take advantage of the AoE bonus for AoEs and dots. Cool. Well, they so the backstory of this game is that this dev basically had a kind of business plan that they're just gonna put out little fun little game projects that are easy to code and some people will buy. So, you know, they sell like they're just to build up like a back catalog over time, like not enough that they would expect to make a lot of money off of it, but like it was sustainable. So like every 2 to 3 months they were planning on putting out a new game basically, and you know, like those games might sell 500 copies or something like that, and that's okay. That they build up a back catalog, and that was their plan. But then this game blew up, so they're like, okay, I guess I'm gonna devote a lot more time to this game and keep making it better for a while instead. So that was not their original plan, but it's a neat little dev diary. Okay, all of these are trash garbage for me right now. Chance for attacks to silence. Maybe? When a voider dies, it deals its dot damage to all enemies for 3 seconds. Yeah. Like, we've only got 2 builders, but this is at least something a bit defensive. Oh, it's only nearby enemies, so they have to hit them and they have to be nearby? I know, right, Chrono? Like, that's worth pointing out that even something that doesn't have fancy art assets, or you need to like get new music for, or like anything like that, you know, you're trying to bare bones it a bit. Like, that's still a lot of work to make a game that is worth anything in 3 months, right? Hey, Mad Riff. It varies wildly. I was like, that would be about you know, like 90 Steam reviews or something like that would correlate to about 5. Oh wait, am I order of magnitude in there? No, that's about right. That's about right. Yeah. No, not 9. I was basing my thought. Yeah, no, 100 Steam reviews would be about 6,000 sales, actually. 500 is not too unattainable. I think their previous game probably had originally sold in the 500 to 1,000 range or something like that. But it's definitely very, very swiggy, very wild, right? Like, you can make a competent game and sell like 20 copies. Like, it's not just going to sell itself. You can also make a competent game and sell several thousands of copies. But yeah, like it's hard. It's hard. Yeah, I mean, it's also like kind of weird with magnetism too, Curie, that like sometimes you don't want to pick up healing orbs. By the time you really care, like in the later stages, it's probably fine that they just get sucked up whenever. But like sometimes you want to intentionally avoid healing because you're already at max health anyway, and magnetism will suck them in early. But Yeah, indeed, Eldris, indeed. There's a lot of happenstance. Like, certainly things that are good are more likely to do well. There is a correlation there, but it's not like nearly as strong as one might think. But like we play a lot of fairly niche, obscure stuff on this stream, but there's still very, very few games we played on stream that have less than about 5,000 sales, I would say. You know, about 100 Steam reviews would be about 6,000 sales. But that's always just kind of something that feels interesting to me, that like we're on the more obscure niche side of the spectrum for sure, but we're still like a far cry from like the ultra niche art house mega obscure titles, right? Like there's so many just interesting little projects on like itch.io and stuff like that that have maybe sold 10 copies or 100 copies or whatever, like that are out there. And as obscure as we get, we still don't generally get that obscure. We have on occasion, but... Alright, do we want to roll for something better or just take taunt because it's like a passable defensive ability? And I don't know that we have other good defensive abilities that exist. Alright, the goal is to win the run, I suppose, so we will take taunt. Pretty garbage if we don't upgrade it at least once, so we might as well do at least that. I mean, we already have a good offense, Iggy, and that is most of our defense, but we can still add a little defense to our offense. They tried to speed towards us, but they died before they could make it still. Yeah, there's some money over here. We got 12 waves in this one, so we got a little while to pick up money, but waves go faster than I expected to a lot of times here, so... And here we're at full health. I'm not trying to pick up healing orbs, but they're in the way a lot of times, so... We're getting some on occasion. Oh no, the waves are ending! Gotta get the money! I don't know if we've seen Plague Doctor this run either. Just straightforward AoE. Okay. Alright, so question then is if we want to pay to upgrade the shop. How much difference? It's 20 up to 50, but 45 down to 30. Near tier 3 also. Like currently the only one we're actually close on is Priest, which is curious. I mean, mostly we're fine, like we just get Vulcanist, one Vulcanist and we're probably fine. And we also want 15 to upgrade that, probably. The second upgrade's less impactful than the first in that one, for sure. But still worth doing. Psyker doesn't get their own color anymore because they share it with Explorer. Although I guess there's only one Explorer that's also a Psyker, so make your argument either way, I guess. I think Explorer's listed first, so I think of it as a Explorer color also, but yeah. And Mage and Sorcerer are different shades of blue. So they at least pretend to be different colors. So I mean, we're getting like another $40 or $50 or whatever. Yeah, fine. Everything's dying before the witch AoE hits it. So if we're judging based on what's doing more, it's not the witch, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's worse. It's just the rest of our damage is that good. See these just death orbs circling around here. Oh, we took some damage. Oh, on our Vulcanist, sure, yeah. Nice little flip around there. Okay, yeah, let's bounce off the wall. If you could get a nice, like, bounce off the wall right, you kind of satisfyingly pop the whole snake bouncing there. Yeah. Gonna go head first into this mess in case there's money. Got there. Oh, there's another buddy! Dang it. Oh, see, I thought that was gonna be enough. I was, so it's on the odd levels that it upgrades, maybe? Maybe. Well, see, like, there's enough different classes that I actually think that's a pretty good approach. Certainly a much better approach than just having them be the same color. Like, make cursor light purple. Like, make healer light green, or healer maybe should just be a different color. They have nothing in common with rangers. Like, rangers and rogues are very similar. So maybe make both of them I mean, I understand the color association, like green with ranger, red with rogue makes sense, but all right, we can outlive death sometimes. There's the Vulcanist! Yeah, Ranger could be dark green and then Healer's the same color. Yeah, that jives. There's Engineer, now they've got super turrets. I probably don't even need to buy that Vulcanist because we're not maxing that, I don't think. But, yeah, we've got almost everything maxed already anyway. We care about positioning. Yeah, so this drops 3 turrets. Good God, like the upgrade on this is 4.5 times better. Or no, but it's 9 times better. Going from level 2 to level 3 is 9 times better, right? Because it goes from 20 damage to 40 damage, and it goes from 1 turret to 3 turrets, and all turrets have plus 50% damage and attack speed. Is it actually like what? I'm running out of maths at that point. So is it 13.5 times better? If all of that applies, it may not actually increase its base damage, but I think it does. It usually does, because I think it was 10, then 20, then 40, but I'm not certain. Like, that follows about the normal place numbers in this game are, so... Grants all turrets. Are other things drops still considered turrets? Like, these are... an automaton. So that one's not a turret, I don't think. There is distinct terminology there. But what about the drops of like the carver and stuff like that? Or is that that's the healer one? No, the other one. The other one I can't remember. What about that, huh? Alright, you're the squishiest thing around, Vulcanist. I think Sorcerer Duker is weaker than Sorcerer Builder. If they're, well, that's the thing. If you're counting all of them, you're counting constructs. But this says turret, and that says automaton. So I'm assuming this only refers to automatons and this only refers to turrets. Like, these are subsets of constructs. That is how I would interpret that by default, anyway. The tail end, it's not gonna matter much, whatever. I should make a rainbow or something. Too much blue. I see it chucking units at me. It's not nice. Silence them. Silence them. Oh god, I lost control of which direction I was facing there, but... oh, that's bad, right? Not that bad, apparently. Alright. I mean, I think I wanted to avoid it, but it didn't seem to do anything. Like, I was watching my health when it landed. Maybe I hit health pickups at the same time? Maybe it bounces all the enemies around, but I'd already killed all the enemies. That's probably what it does, because it was a yellow field and a yellow boss. That's maybe what it does. Okay, Echo Barrage is good. We'll get some cursing. This is kind of like a better version of the taunt in a lot of ways. But Echo Barrage says more damage. So... And it also fills the screen. Alright, Echo Barrage it is. Okay. More AoE. Number and speed of explosions doubled, you say. We want to put Vulcanist in our prime slot to change up the type of area clutter we have now. Yes, we do. All right, you can have the fancy pants slot now, Friendo. Artificer. I mean, you're like less tanky, but you're also less important. So we like care less if you die. So it's kind of whatever. All right. Okay, we can see which units are front and back end have divided our vision on them. Okay, well, one unit just auto-died by getting too close to the speedy elite there. That's very rude. I don't know if the stuns work on the elite anyway, though. So I don't know if this stun would have helped against that. They're dead anyway, but they did body two of our middle units there. The, what, 8, 7, the 5th and 6th slot? Alright, well, we have confirmed that New Game +1 is easier than base difficulty. Greetings, Roka and Shivo. Oh, yeah, I guess we had a full team of sorcerers, I guess, here. Yep. And I'm happy to take blame for that, Eltrios. So, yeah, there's a couple factors here. Yeah, you could loop now. One factor is that it feels like the game's probably at least somewhat easier in general. The second factor is that I'm controlling my snake with arrow keys on the keyboard now instead of with foot pedals. Turns out that's a little more precise. So that helps. But yeah, I think like 8% is probably too high for the money item. It doesn't need to be like much less, but like 6 or 7% maybe would be my inclination there. Like, we shouldn't be able to have this many 3 stars. Like, it's not like we went all in on merchant. We had a single merchant for like the low value half of the game.